The almighty Prince Vegeta!
Yo guys, in today's video I wanted to speak a little bit about the current state of Dragon Ball Legends and how I feel about how Legends have conducted themselves over the course of the last week or month. So if you watch my videos, I'd like to think I'm a pretty optimistic guy. The vibes I give off are always good. I never really complain, I never really moan. I just get on with it. But that's not me being fake just to appear happy in the video. If I'm not happy with Legends, I just won't record. And it's very rarely I find myself dissatisfied with Legends. I'm usually pretty contented with how they conduct themselves and the units they release, the events, their crystal distribution, all that stuff I'm usually pretty happy with. But the way they've conducted themselves over the course of the last week is a disgrace, is absolutely ridiculous. Like, the devs must not be playing the game. They must not be playing the game to see the state of PvP right now. There is absolutely zero versatility in PvP right now. It is hands down the worst meta that we have ever had in Dragon Ball Legends. It is worse than the movies meta from a few years ago with Bojack, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Transforming Vegeta. It is worse than that. It is worse than when Vegito Blue first came out. It is worse than when Super Vegito first came out. This is absolutely horrendous. And they've got no excuse. They've got absolutely no excuse. Especially considering that hybrids have been at the top of the meta since Revival Gohan came out. That is over a month ago. And they still felt the need to Zenkai LF Goten and the Gohan from the same movie. Two Zenkais to two teams, Hybrid and Son family, that did not need any support at all. They've got too much support. They've got every colour on their tag covered twice over at the bare minimum. So it's just mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling to even think what was going through their head. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to be using GamePress's tier list as a guide to kind of prove my point. I'm going to start off by basically just saying, just look at how many of the hybrids or Son family units are in the top 15 units in this game. So we'll start off with Z tier. So these are meant to be the 4 best units in this game according to GamePress. So number 1, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. No dispute in that. In my opinion, he's number 1 as well. Number 2, Super Saiyan 2 Revival Gohan. Number 3, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then number 4, Android 18, who in my opinion won't be there for very long because her team is just getting zero support. So 3 out of the 4 are Son family, 2 out of the 4 are hybrids. Let's go on to S tier. So I'm only going to do half of S tier because the top half of S tier are a lot better than the second half in my opinion. So Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Son family. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Son family. Future Hon, Son family hybrids. Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, hybrids. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Son family. Nameku, Son family. And it actually works out that I think 9 of the 15 best units in this game are either Son family, hybrids, or both, which is just a disgrace. The amount of tags in this game, you have androids, you have regen, you have god key, you have just so many different tags, and there's literally 2 tags in the game that are just dominating the meta, absolutely dominating it. It's not even close. Now, why do I feel like this meta is the worst? So in the past, you've always had one tag that counters another. So PvP should be like rock, paper, scissors. There should never be one tag that is just dominant, that just rules every other tag or every other team. There should always be one tag or one team that counters another. But hybrids and Son family have no rival, absolutely no rival at all, which is why you will see them in 7 out of 10 matches in PvP. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy to think. Now, the reason why I'm so worried is because they're restructuring PvP very soon, before the end of the year. And that is going to be make or break for Legends, because if they pull any decisions like they have over the course of the last week, it would absolutely devastate their game. And it wouldn't surprise me to see a large majority of the dedicated fan base quit. And rightly so, because there's only so much we can take. Now, for those that don't know what's coming up in the future update / restructure to PvP, they are going to be having 2 major differences. So the first one is the introduction of a leader slot, which basically allows you to use characters outside of their current teams. So let's take Vados for example. I know she's a popular unit. You can pluck her from her current tags. You commonly see her on God Key. You can pluck her from God Key, put her on regen, and because she's the leader unit, she won't require all the Z abilities and bonuses that she does now. Now that could make or break the game, because units like Vados, who have great support, will be able to go onto tags like, I don't know, like Powerful Opponent. Powerful Opponent currently require a support unit. You can take Vados, or take Angel Vegeta for example, pluck them out from their current tags and put them over there. Now the second new feature they're going to be bringing to PvP, and this is the one that worries me the most, is the introduction of boosts in PvP. So let's take the Tournament of Power for example. You have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, etc. And depending on the characters in the tier, they get damage boosts in the Tournament of Power. So let's say for example we have all Android units will receive plus 25% damage inflicted for this current PvP season. Now, could you imagine if they were to add that to hybrids or Son family in this current meta? In all honesty, it would make them borderline impossible to deal with. And I know there are people out there that are going to say, oh, it's common sense, like, they're not going to boost those units, they're already the best units in the game. Well, that was my thinking, that was my thought process up until a week ago or a few days ago, when they released LF Goten Zenkai and the Gohan from the same movie Zenkai. Like, what was the need for it? Why would they do that? The two tags that they're on are already the two best tags in the game, there was no need for it. You've got teams like LOE crying out for help. Like, what would have been the problem with Zenkai in First Form Frieza? What would have been the problem with Zenkai in Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? Godki don't need the help, but they sure need the help a lot more than Son family and hybrids do. So, just mind-boggling, man. Super Vegeta. Like, why didn't Super Vegeta receive the Zenkai? And if we're going in chronological order, then okay, Goten was the third Zenkai unit, but they Zenkai Piccolo before him. So clearly they don't care about that. That's not an excuse they've got. So honestly, it just baffles me what their thought process was, why they did that. Maybe someone at Legends has got a fetish for hybrids or Son family. Maybe Toshi likes Gohan, I don't know. I don't know what their thought process is, but it's done now. And it's irreversible. Because even if they bring out 2 or 3 new units, one of them being an LF of course, which hardly anyone will pull, because nobody's got any crystals right now. So even if they do bring out some units to counter hybrids and Son family, it just won't be enough. In all honesty, it won't be enough. So we're going to have to deal with this meta for the next few months, at the bare minimum. I mean, Son family won't be going anywhere. Hybrids potentially could fall off over the course of the next like 5 or 6 months, but for the foreseeable future, neither of those teams are going anywhere, and they're most likely going to be the best 2 tags in the game for the next 3, 4, 5 months. So look forward to that, everyone. But yeah, man, like I said at the start of the video, I'm usually a pretty optimistic guy, but I just needed to vent my frustrations, man, because it's been pissing me off, and I want to know what you guys think as well. I mean, I know what the general consensus is of the community, but let me know down below what you think and what you would like to see Legends do with their game, or how you'd like to see them bring balance to the game. But yeah, man, that is it from me. Just a little rant, I guess, if you want to call it that. Just kind of talking about the current state of the game and my frustrations. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it if you've made it this far in the video. Like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.